Alright guys, I know I'm about a day late, but this is how you get Hollowborn Vindicator the fastest way. And if you haven't started farming, that's probably for the best, and I'm about to show you why. So first of all, to get the class, you want to go to /join Ultra Gramiel Hub. Now, if you haven't done the storyline, this will actually take you back a few spots. Alright, if I remember correctly, it should take you back to Neo Fortress or even further behind. But this is actually a good thing, especially if you're farming right now, because there's a 2x reputation boost throughout the whole server. So pick up a reputation boost from your inventory and use it, and then go through all these quests. It's going to have a bunch of quests, and they'll give you a bunch of reputation. If you have all your rep boosts on and your helmet on for everything, then you'll get rank 10 super easy. So you complete these story maps, and if you want to complete them really fast, make sure you click this pin, then you click this exclamation mark, and it helps you do it so much faster. You'll be done with the story in like 20 minutes. So once you do the story mode, you get all the reputation you need, you have the class boosts on. You might still require a little bit more reputation, and from what I've seen, I think the best quest you can do here is at Dawn Sanctum. So you want to go to quest, Notice Realized, this is 800 reputation. Now you do need to walk a little bit. Now all you have to do is reach this room, farm like these 3 monsters, and you have to kill them 6 times. Farm this boss over here, there's always loads of people helping as you can see. And then you farm this boss over here, also loads of people helping. So essentially, you can do this quest like 10 times in a row without turning in, which is really good. So you can just sit here, kill the boss 10 times, sit here, kill the boss 10 times, and you know, sit here, kill the Draconians 60 times. So this is probably the best way to farm your reputation in Hollowborn. If you have a better suggestion, let me know in the comments, guys. But this is super good, especially with a good soloing class. Now we're going to go back to /join Ultra Gramiel Hub. As you can see, there's a weekly quest here, and we want to do the one that requires you to have the insignia. Now I'm going to show you how to kill the Ultra Boss at the end, so if that's what you came for, just skip to the end and kill, and I'll show you how to get the Ultra Boss. But no matter how bad you are with Ultras, or how difficult you think it is, it's definitely worth doing the Ultra over the other quest. This other quest is like 10 times longer than the other one, it's just not worth it. This one will take like 10 hours or something, whilst this one, it'll be way shorter. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is go to /join Neo Tower. You want to accept this quest, Mutual Friends. You just have to kill the 3 boss monsters at the end of the map, and you'll get a Vindicator crest. You do this quest 5 times, and you're done. Next, we're going to try and get Gramiel's emblem. Now, this one, you'll actually have a bunch of if you're farming the Hollowborn reputation. Just by killing this guy, and also this guy right here, you'll have a bunch of these emblems, so that should be super easy. Now next up, we want to get some Grace Orbs. All you have to do is go to /join Neo Fortress, Grace Extraction, kill 20 of the followers, and easy peasy you get Grace Orb. Now the next item we're getting is the Vindicator badge. You just go to /join Trigv, Notice, and this will give you one just by killing 8 monsters here, 8 monsters here, and it's super easy. You have to just kill the monsters in the area for a Vindicator badge. You do this 10 times and you're done. Next we're going to get about 75 Hollow Souls. And by the way, if you're not doing the Ultra boss, you're going to have to get 1500 Hollow Souls instead. Just a reminder of how badly you need to do the Ultra instead of doing the regular quest. Now to pick up Hollow Souls, we're going to /join Shadow Realm. We walk through a little bit here. And these guys are pretty high HP, but there's always people farming the hell out of these guys. So Hollow Souls will drop from them instantly. Only 75 needed, it's super easy. And I think they actually drop 2 at a time, so this is like super fast. And finally, we need Death's Power, just a single one of that. So to get Death's Power, we're going to go to /join Shadow Attack. Now there's a bunch of people here, I'm going to do /go to Blueberg. Boom, everyone here is farming, hold up. Everyone here is farming Death, he disappears in like 5 seconds, so make sure you spam your auto attack super quick. Now, he won't drop it first try, that's why you have to sit here for a minute and just keep spamming it. Make sure you check your bank, because it actually might be in your bank. Okay, as you guys can see, we basically have everything in the list. The last thing we need to do is the Ultra Boss. So if you just skipped here, I'm going to explain what comp you really want to use here and exactly what you want to do. Alright guys, so I'm just going to show you this replay and show you exactly how we did it. So the comp we used was Lightcaster, Archpaladin, Lord of Order, and Dragon of Time. So if you want the easy job, you pick Lord of Order or you pick Archpaladin. If you want the more difficult job, you pick the DPS, which is Lightcaster, or you pick Dragon of Time. It doesn't have to be Dragon of Time, it could be VHL, it could be Chaos Avenger, but Dragon of Time is a little bit preferred. So this is the goal. If you're taking the easy job of support, all you have to do is one support on the left side, one support on the right crystal. All you have to do is make sure you're the first taunter, okay? Because you take turns. You get 1 DPS on the left, 1 DPS on the right, 1 support on the left, 1 support on the right. So I'm going to show you exactly how we did it right here. Now, as you can see, I am actually putting on an elixir and a body tonic because as a light caster, I'm just like a little bit more fragile. Maybe it's my enhancements. I would recommend using the Absolution Cape. It's really good for healing. You're going to really need healing for this. That's why I have the elixir and the body tonic. It's not needed. Nobody else in my party had the body tonic, just me. So obviously all 4 of you are going to need a scroll of engage or enrage. Now this is the plan. We're going to engage on the left and right crystal at the exact same time. Now because I'm DPS, I'm not the first one to taunt. Supports taunt first. Now the time they taunt is very specific. Look at the command, okay? I'm going to tell you exactly when the support is meant to taunt. Right there, as soon as you see this command, the Grace Crystal prepares a defense shattering attack. Support on the left and support on the right need to taunt. Now, the reason it says the command twice is because there's 2 crystals. It's not the same crystal saying it twice. So at this point, both supports need to taunt. That's it, just 1 taunt, easy peasy. And the DPS, you can just keep attacking, no problem. Okay, because we're the DPS, we're just waiting, we're just attacking, no taunt needed. Okay, now we taunt. Notice this is the second time we see this message. The Grace Crystal prepares a defense shattering attack. So, the second taunters are always the DPS, the first taunters are always the support. So, me and other DPS are now taunting left and right side, okay? So let's click taunt right here, you can see I click taunt. Now, you have to be prepared. Remember, the reason DPS job is harder is for exactly this reason. Once we taunt, we have to be very ready to attack the boss. We're going to switch to the boss now. Only DPS switch. Support, stay on the crystal. Gramiel attempts to drain your power, break his guard. I'm going to instantly attack the boss now because of this message. When he is draining our power and we have to break his guard, both DPS focus the boss. So as you can see, I'm focusing him now. And yes, we do see this message, Grace Crystal prepares a defense shattering attack. That is for the support to deal with. It's not my turn to taunt, we take turns. Support taunt, DPS taunt, support taunt, DPS taunt. So from this point on, I'm going to skip a little bit because it's very obvious what we need to do now. We take turns taunting, 1 DPS on the left, 1 DPS on the right, 1 support on the left, 1 support on the right. When the boss asks for it, you're going to need to attack the boss, okay? But in a second, it's going to be my turn to taunt, okay? Look, Crystal. Crystal prepares an attack. I have to switch right back to Crystal. Alright, easy peasy. So anyways, we keep doing this until the crystals die. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit for when the crystals die. As you can see, my crystal is pretty low. It's at less than 50 HP. Each attack we do does 1 damage. It doesn't matter if it's a nuke or not. Now, I'm going to show you guys this point right here. This crystal is super low HP. That crystal is a little bit slower. It has a little bit more HP. You're going to see what I do here, okay? Crystal on the left is dead, but Crystal on the right is not. They have to die at the same time. Because if they don't die at the same time, within about 5 seconds, the Crystal on the right is going to clear the whole room. It's going to nuke everybody. So what do I do here? Crystal on the right, I start attacking it. No, it's not my job. No, I'm not focused on the right crystal. I'm meant to be on the left. But I have to do this because they need to die at the same time. So here I am. Boom, I save the day, kill the crystal on the right. Now back into the boss. This part is a little bit more difficult. In fact, we break down here a little bit. I'm going to show you now. We 4 are going to take turns taunting. All 4 of us are going to taunt the boss. First is going to be this Warden guy, second me, third Kyotis, fourth is going to be Zix. So in my head, I'm counting what taunts they're going in. So the taunt 1 guy just messaged T1. Alright, here's his taunt. I'm getting ready to do my taunt. Now obviously it's going to be boring. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. But what ends up happening is I think T4 or T1 missed their taunt. Now what do? Do I just sit there and do nothing? No. I taunt for them. If someone misses their taunt, you don't sit there with an untaunted boss the whole day, right? You have to take initiative. Yes, you break the cycle, but you don't want to die, do you? So you end up just taunting out a cycle, and then I'll show you a skip ahead a little bit, but it gets really messy, okay? Like, the taunt cycle is broken, everyone is taunting, but we somehow manage to keep the taunt alive mostly. Like, it doesn't fall apart too often, okay? And that's what matters. See, as soon as it disappeared, someone else taunted, okay? Everyone's trying to make sure it doesn't die. And as you can see, we skip ahead a little bit. So if you guys are struggling, make sure you have the right enhancements. Absolution Cape, make sure you guys are taunting at the right time, okay? Don't miss your taunts. Alright, try and like speak out loud if you have to. Is there an easy way to do this ultra? Maybe, probably, but this works. Alright guys, so I do hope that was really useful in explaining how to kill the ultra boss. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. If there's anything I missed in this guide on how to get this class, please do let me know in the comments. and good luck with farming it, because it's not as difficult as it first seemed, to be honest. And let me know if you guys want me to do a class guide on this. I don't have membership yet, so I don't have the preview, but if this video gets 100 likes, I'll buy membership so I can do a class preview for you guys.